And we are back on the WHHI-TV Daily News. Joining me now is Lindsay Creed, and I want to get this right. She is with the American Speech Language Hearing Association. Thank you so much for being here today, Lindsay. We appreciate it. We're going to talk about something that maybe others haven't thought about as much. I know I think about at least loud concerts or loud music in your headphones, but I really never thought about gaming. And so we're going to talk about that specifically today. So talk to us a little bit about how gaming might be detrimental to somebody's hearing.
Sure. Thank you so much for the platform and the opportunity to discuss this very important topic of hearing loss prevention and safe listening habits with video gaming. This is very common. Our survey that we commissioned looked at young adults ages 18 to 35, and our young adult population in the U.S. reported video gaming for 17 plus hours a week, with over half of them acknowledging that they are probably listening too loud and for too long. So the risks that they run are irreversible hearing damage. And many of them, a third of them already, unfortunately, are noticing difficulty hearing in background noise, as well as the beginnings of tinnitus, which is an abnormal ringing, buzzing, or hissing in their ears. And they could very well be on the path to irreversible hearing damage if they don't make changes.
That is a really big number. I know that there have been talks about hours and hours of gameplay a day, but really that average of 17 and a half hours a week is pretty staggering when you consider that they're also going to school and doing other things. So that's a long time that they're doing that. What are some of the other findings that the poll shows?
Absolutely. So the positive thing that the poll showed was that many of these young adults value their hearing. They recognize that losing their hearing would be detrimental to their quality of life, and they're willing to take precautions and make changes. They're willing to utilize technological softwares that enable safe listening modes, volume controls, remove sounds that may exacerbate tinnitus. They're willing to make these changes if it's going to decrease the risk. And so that's a fantastic opportunity for us as audiologists, as the experts in hearing loss prevention, to educate on the fact that once it's too late, it's too late.
Right. I mean, I think that is really a huge point. Once it's too late, it really is too late. I do think, though, as you mentioned, it's really positive that these young adults are recognizing that it could be a danger and are willing to take the steps, because I think sometimes we think of, young adults as being a little bit stubborn and not really wanting to listen to those kinds of things. So I think that's really positive that they are wanting those kinds of preventions. Talk to us a little bit about a global standard. Is that going to be coming out, a global standard for safe listening? Is that coming out? Is that something that we can look for where we can kind of have a guideline for what really is safe listening?
Sure. So part of the reason we commissioned this poll was because we knew very little about video gaming habits worldwide, and about the willingness of these young adults to make changes like we just discussed. And so the World Health Organization is going to utilize these findings to publish a new global safe listening standard on video gaming, and we can expect that within the next year.
Okay. And you did mention a couple of precautions that they could take. Tell us a little bit more about some of the technology that is out there that would help with taking the precautions that are necessary, and then maybe where people can get more information if they're interested.
Certainly. So other than proprietary software features that I mentioned before, some helpful listening tips would be to reduce the volume of your headphones or earphones by 50% or more when gaming. Take frequent breaks. Every hour, take those headphones or earphones off, get up, walk around. Ear fatigue is real. Be aware of your noise dosage. So you mentioned there's other things in our world that are noisy. The dangers don't stop when removing the headphones or the earphones. Be safe in concert venues and other areas where you're putting yourself at risk as well. And then just be in tune with your body. If you notice reduced hearing, any hearing difficulties, tinnitus, go see an audiologist. This is often covered by your insurance to get a comprehensive hearing evaluation. If you go to www.asha.org/public, you'll find a link to an easy online hearing screening tool and a directory that can help you find an audiologist in your area, as well as other tips on hearing loss prevention and facts about your hearing.
Well, Lindsay, thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate all the information. It's a very important topic, so I'm glad we're shedding a little bit of light on it. Thanks again.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks to everyone on the show today for their insights and contributions. As always, our production team is behind the scenes to make all of this possible. And of course, we are honored that you have chosen to share a part of your day with us. I'm Betsy McDaniel, and we'll see you for the next WHHI-TV Daily News.